Once upon a time, in a village nestled between two towering mountains, there was a place called Willow Glen. The village was small but full of life, with cobblestone streets that twisted and turned like rivers between quaint stone houses. The village square had a massive willow tree, its branches hanging low and swaying gently with the breeze. But no one truly believed her tales. They called them fanciful, relics of an older time when such things could still be imagined. Mira never minded. She simply smiled and continued her stories, her eyes twinkling with a secret she kept hidden. One crisp autumn morning, a young girl named Alara wandered into the square. She was different from the other children, quiet, always curious, and often found with her head buried in old books. Today, however, something had called her to the willow tree. Mira, as always, was sitting under its branches, weaving a new story. Tell Myra's gaze sharpened, and for the first time, she spoke without the usual playfulness in her voice. Because, dear Alara, once they were. Alara's heart skipped a beat. She had always sensed something magical about the world, something hidden beneath the surface of everyday life, and now, here was someone telling her it was true. The magic has faded from this land, Mira continued, but it never truly disappeared. It lies dormant, waiting for someone brave enough to seek it. Alara leaned in, captivated. Where would one find it? She whispered. Mira smiled and pointed toward the two mountains that framed the village. Beyond the peak of the tallest mountain, in the valley of That night, Alara couldn't sleep. She felt a pull toward the mountains, an irresistible call. At dawn, before the village awoke, she packed her bag with what little food and water she had and set off on the path toward the mountain. The journey was long, and as she climbed higher, the air grew thinner, the winds sharper. Days passed, and her hope began to wane. She camped beneath the stars, wondering if Myra's tale had only been that, a tale. But on the seventh day, as the sun dipped low and bathed the sky in hues of pink and gold, Alara reached the summit. In the distance, the valley stretched out before her. She descended carefully, the light growing brighter with every step. When she reached the valley floor, she found a stone altar, and on it rested an ancient, shimmering key. As she touched it, the ground beneath her trembled, and a voice, soft as the wind but clear as day, whispered in her ear. "You have found the heart of magic, Alara. What will you do with it?" Alara paused, the weight of the moment settling in. She had never considered what would come next. All her life she had sought answers, but now that she held the power of forgotten magic in her hands, she realized that the true journey was just beginning. With the key in her grasp and a renewed sense of purpose, Alara knew she would return to Willow Glen not as the curious girl who left, but as a guardian of the magic that had once been lost, and was now found again. And as for Mira, she sat beneath the willow tree, her eyes twinkling with a knowing smile, waiting for Alara's return.